Okay, now let's talk. Were you just talking about the gown? I don't think that was the case.
It's way beyond the gowns.
And I think we need to fill them in too.
Hey guys, this is Aishwarya Kailas.
And this is Neha Kelsey Sampson.
And welcome to Beyond the Gowns.
So, what is this about? I think we really have so much to talk about the whole podcast.
Yeah. So basically, me and Neha were having a casual conversation on a random Saturday night in a tea shop, and we were having very big fashion debates.
I know, right? Like, who would have thought that would have ended up in a place like this where we are today? Like, doing a podcast. Like, that's the last thing I thought I would be doing. Like, I've never ever thought about like doing a podcast, and I think she's hearing this for the 100th time if I'm not wrong. Because I didn't think I will be doing this, but anyways, I'm here today with you.
So yeah, about Beyond the Gowns. Beyond the Gowns is not just a podcast. It's a space where we will be talking so much about wedding styling, and by wedding styling, it's not just outfits. We will be talking a lot about other aspects of wedding styling as
So it's gonna be a mixture of so many things. And even when we say beyond the gowns, it's not just about the brides. We're not making it just about the brides. It's even about the grooms. That's why it is beyond the gowns.
Yeah, somebody actually asked me about this. Like, it's beyond the gowns. So is it just about brides? Because beyond the gowns, we are talking so much things beyond the gowns.
And because when it comes to a wedding is not just about the bride, you know. Like, it's not just about the bride's gown or lehenga, or it's not just about the bride. There's a lot of things that matters when it comes to a wedding, and we are here to talk about all that.
So Neha, let's talk about what is the idea behind Beyond the Gowns, or why we started this.
Yeah, I think like when you told me about the whole idea about wedding styling in the first place, I was not like really sure about wedding styling because you know I'm a personal stylist and like I'm into like fashion styling and all of that. Never thought like I would get into wedding styling. But then there was this time where like actually I could say like there are these times where I've been to weddings and I see my friends or family and a lot of people that are like, you know, getting married and the chaos that happens around it. And I felt like, you know, if I could be a person that could bring some kind of difference there, even if it's for the bride or the groom, the kind of difference that you can create on basis of styling, it's really a beautiful thing. And I feel that is why I'm here today. Like that feeling, you know, like as a stylist, if I can bring a change in a bride's life or a groom's life, because when you go back, the most photographed day is your wedding.
Exactly.
So that happiness of like, oh, I looked really good on my big day. And I think that is what is the only reason I'm here today.
For me, the idea started when it was the wedding styling was all about just people like randomly coming and putting something together, which has no meaning. There should be a meaning behind an outfit or a look that you're creating for your wedding day, because that is one of the most important days of your life. So I feel like there is no art, there are no cultural elements,
and the elements of personalization as
yeah,
well.
exactly. So the entire point of Beyond the Gowns as a brand is art, personalization, and heritage. So
That's very true because I feel like every bride, no matter what, deserves that, you know,
yeah,
like
exactly.
a feeling of belonging. Because you can't just look on your big day like a reference from the Pinterest board.
Yeah,
Or,
exactly.
you know, you can't look like a person that was just like, oh, I saw this the other day and it's in trend, so let me do the same thing.
No, I mean that is another trigger that I had when I was starting Beyond the Gowns, because everyone started looking alike, like all the jewelry, all the outfits, the colors that are chosen in a season, everything started looking very same. I mean, where is the personal element? Where is the art? Where is the heritage or cultural factors? Because those are the things that will make the look or the wedding day more memorable.
True.
Not just
Even if you see about the if you see about the groom, like where he is just complimenting the bride.
Yeah, we should talk that in detail
I
in
think
some
we're
other
going to
day.
come back with a separate podcast for that because
Mhm.
it's so important for the groom to also feel really good on his big day.
Yeah, exactly. And for me, as an image consultant, whenever I'm going to a client, no matter if it's a bridal styling or an image consulting client, I always focus on these factors, like what this person is, what are their interests, their core values. So I was thinking, why not integrate all these things to the wedding styling as well? Because
True.
that is gonna make a big difference.
It's like even when it comes to styling,
Mm.
like, not just wedding styling, like, okay, if we start with wedding styling, if
Mm.
you see, if you're the bride and it's your first day to think about what you have to wear, there's so much of confusion around it.
Yeah,
Like you
exactly.
are all over the place, you have all kind of ideas, and
Mm.
you do your research, but then
Mm.
that's not enough because it starts becoming overwhelming at a point.
Yeah, exactly. I think whenever, like, for my previous clients as well, who were preparing for their wedding,
Mm-hmm.
whenever I go to them, it was all like they were pretty confused because there are resources available. It was
True.
everywhere, like YouTube, Instagram, even Reddit, people come and ask about things. So I was like, why not a platform? Why not a platform that discusses about weddings or wedding styling or just all the chaos and the
Yeah, and since we have like so much to talk about it in detail, this is like the perfect space for that.
Yeah, exactly. So if you're confused or if you don't know where to start about, I think Beyond the Gowns is going to be the best platform that will give you an idea of where to start, what to do, and what to wear. And yeah, everything beyond the gowns.
So what made you feel like, wedding styling is a place that I need to be there, or like I need to style people? What was that?
I think it all started around 3 years.
3 years, okay.
I think more than 3 years. It's more like uh, from the time of COVID, I wanted to do something I was more passionate about. I always wanted to do something creative. So, and I think wedding styling as a profession, I found out like 3 or 4 years back.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, I want to go deep into this. I want to learn every aspect of this thing. So then I started learning makeup, hairstyling, then I went into image consulting. So it's like I wanted to cover both the appearance and the personality part. So I
Mm-hmm.
can make something new out of it. I wanted to integrate both of them to make your best the most auspicious day of your life to be the best. So
And you
that,
feel the best on that day.
yeah, exactly. So it's not just you're wearing something, you're wearing some outfit or some jewelry. I wanted it to be different and I wanted to add something into it.
An
So
element that speaks about you.
yeah, exactly. So, personalization part was
Mm-hmm.
there. Then we started talking. I think 2 years back, I came to Bangalore. I started talking to Neha, and Neha was all about fashion is art, art is fashion.
Yeah, I think for me it's
Yeah.
more, I think that's been that way
Mhm.
since the time I was like
Mhm.
doing my fashion designing.
Mhm.
I had that feeling like whatever I do in fashion, it shouldn't just be about what everybody is doing. It's
Mhm.
not just about the trend. Yes, fashion is a big factor when it comes to the
Mhm.
current trends and all of that. But
Mhm.
there is something about you, like
Mhm.
something that makes you feel like, okay, that is me.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
that feeling, the day I started getting that feeling, I was like, I can't live without this, because no matter how much you follow trends, no matter how much you feel like this is it, the day you find a
Mhm.
simple thing that you can connect with,
Mhm.
you can't like let go of it. And
Yeah,
that was fashion to me,
yeah,
for me,
exactly.
because we are doing the same things, we are
Mhm.
trying the same styles, and we are learning the same thing that everybody else is. But how do you see it? How are you going to make a difference there? And as a stylist, that's one thing I really feel good about.
The personalization part from my side and the artistic part from your side, I think that is what makes Beyond the Gowns like one of a kind on its own.
So true, because I know like how like when you go into the whole thing, you have like a a very fixed structure to it.
Yeah.
And when I see, it's just the eyes for detail, because I just look into the
I think
little things.
I
I'm like,
think eyes for
hmm.
detail is your thing. I'm more of a structured, organized, like we will follow all these steps. And towards
Yeah,
the end, you're the
exactly.
one who adds all the small. I kid you not, the way Neha Kelsey Sampson got eye for the small details. She even looks at the small pleats on the sari. This is not right. The border should come this side. I remember you saying that about one bride.
Yeah.
Well, like the border is not visible on this side. I think the pleating is not. And I'm like, bro, how are you even doing that? Like how I can't. Okay, I'm like I'll go for the silhouettes, colors, and designs and all. That also aligns with how they look, their appearance, or what they prefer on their own.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one who is like goes into the minute details to the point that there won't be any fault to the fabric or the entire look. And I think that is something we can combine together and make the best out of it.
So true, actually, because as much as the big things matter, even the small things matter equally.
I think the small detailing are the things that makes the entire look extraordinary. Like anyone can wear any color or any design and make it look good. But when you are putting efforts or putting attention into the small details, that is going to make the entire look magnificent.
Very true.
Magnificent. What?
Magnificent.
Magnificent. Yeah.
Magnificent.
Yeah.
It's okay, we can cut that also.
What is that one thing that you feel like everyone is following, but you should make a difference in it to make the look a lot more better?
I feel like there is this very, a fixated thing about styling when it comes to like bridal styling,
Mm-hmm.
like where, no, like wedding styling,
Mm-hmm.
like where if a certain thing is like this and these are the list of things you have for it.
Okay, so it's like everyone just stick to the rules.
Stick to the rules.
Don't stick to the rules.
Yeah, it's not about the rules, it's
Yeah.
about what suits you, right?
Yeah,
So
exactly.
I have seen personally like a
Mhm.
lot of brides where they are not doing anything wrong. Like everything that they wear is according to the rules,
Yeah.
but rules don't fit your body.
Yeah.
Your body does not come under the same rules. Maybe for you
Yeah.
it is different.
Mhm.
So that is where I want to make a difference, because I've been to these weddings and I'm like, I wish I could be the person there to like do something, but you can't do anything on the day of the wedding, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I can't go and be like, okay, this is not right, that's not right, I think you should do this, do that. No, that can't happen in that moment there because it's already done. So
Yeah.
I want to be there to, be part of the backstage where we can fix all of this, and it's not always about these rules. Like you have a sari in this color and these are the jewelries you should be going for, or this is the zari and this is exactly what you have to go for. No, but because it's maybe not for your skin tone also.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like you follow the rules or not, there should be harmony in the look.
End
But
of the day, that is
yeah,
what matters.
exactly. There should. I always feel like the best looks comes out of a look that is so harmonious, but they have broken that one single rule that is adding the essence to the entire
Yeah, it
look.
makes you look more into it,
Exactly.
like
It makes the outfit look more interesting
yeah.
because you're not following. Like, have you seen people who like put together random things, but they look amazing? Like, we will be like, will
You
this
could
thing
do that. You could
exactly will
really
this
do
thing
that.
go with that? Like, how is that possible? And I always feel like those kind of styling adds personality, adds that little element of interest to the
And there's more storytelling to the whole
yeah,
visual, You're
exactly.
like, this is from here, that's from here, and I
Yeah.
wanted to like bring this together.
Yeah, I mean,
That's the beauty of it.
yeah, I mean I have this the jewelries that we bought from random places, and when people are like, oh, where did you get this? I'm like, oh, I went here and I got this from this. That's
There.
like yeah, that's like bringing back
That's a very
memories.
different feeling.
Seriously, you're like adding so much of these personal elements to your outfit or your entire look to the point that it the outfit in itself is a story.
Yeah.
That story is so beautiful, and if you can tell a story about your outfit on your big day, on your wedding day, that is going to make it so much better than usual styling.
Very true.
Yeah, you're not just putting together random outfits or jewelry together. There is a story. There should be a story behind every wedding outfit, and that is where Beyond the Gowns comes.
So this space is all about fashion, styling, and everything wedding. So if you can relate to it, then tag along for more. With that, this is me, Neha Kelsey Sampson.
And this is Aishwarya Kailas. See you on the next episode.